Lens 7 is into manufacturing of upscale furniture in Nigeria. But that's not the reason why I'm here. I'm not actually here to tell you about what Lens 7 does. What I'm here to do is to have a chat with you on how to improve construction business with technology. When we talk of technology, I mean latest technology in the industry, like Internet of Things, artificial intelligence, and virtual reality, VR. Artificial intelligence, virtual reality, and Internet of Things. How many of us are familiar with these terms? At least you must have read it in one or two places. It's a buzzword, you want to say. Yeah. Next slide, please. Alright, so I tried to break it down by defining what each of the term means. So artificial intelligence, mostly referred to as AI, is the process by which you teach machines how to act like human beings. Like you program them in such a way that they can make simple decisions on their own. Next, please. Then the next term is the virtual reality. In its simplest term, virtual means something that is near, and reality, real life. So virtual reality, near real life, like something that makes you feel like this thing is believable. Next. So the power of virtual reality, when put into action, can help real estate developers and constructors, people in construction business, to gain more customers. And we are going to show you how it can be helpful in the next couple of slides. Next. The display of it's a PDF slide, but it seems it's being displayed now with a browser, so you really can't get the feel. I don't know. Maybe let's make it a talk and not a presentation. All right. So, artificial intelligence. You know, the best businesses in the world today, the most in the world today, are those that are predicated on machine learning and artificial intelligence. I'm talking about companies like Google, companies like Apple, like Facebook. You know, when you search the internet for the most profitable business in the world today, what you see are these companies. And what do they use? It's technology, right? You can argue with me that, well, the businesses of these guys their core strength is supposed to be in technology. So why do people in real estate or architects focus on technology? So today, you know that there's self-driving cars, right? There's motorcycles that self-ride themselves, and there are voice-activated systems. These are examples of technologies that are powered by artificial intelligence. Also, I don't know if any of you have observed, you notice the like of UBA or Diamond Bank. When you browse their sites or their Facebook page, they have robots attending to you like human beings. They can even open accounts for you. You hardly be able to differentiate whether it's a robot or a human being that is servicing you. It's part of artificial intelligence. Unfortunately, in the world today, not just in Nigeria, people in real estate business are coming far behind people in the health sector, people in IT technology and other sphere in investments of artificial intelligence and similar technology. So I would say that the best chance that realtors have in gaining more customers or selling faster to people is if they are able to identify the perfect need of their customers, of their potential clients. And this is what artificial intelligence stands to help you to achieve. Unfortunately, the slides is not displaying. I have examples of companies in the US, in the UK and Europe that are currently putting artificial intelligence into use and into their benefits. Okay. So the next term is virtual reality. Virtual reality is something that most of us must have experienced in one way or the other. We are used to 3D renders, right? When I came in, I saw some group of students trying to model some requirements in form of species. So I'm sure we're all familiar with 2D pictures. And somehow, I also believe that you must have seen 3D movies in some places or played 3D games. Okay, this is more like what I'm talking about when I say virtual reality. So it's a process whereby you use specialized cameras to capture 3D renders of your spaces that you have designed. And you attach devices to the body of people to make them experience the space. You give them a virtual tour. So what it does is that even though they are there in your office or the building that you are trying to market or advertise to them to sell is not ready yet, but they have a feeling like they are there in the space at that time. So your marketers or people that are advertising for you will need to work less in convincing the clients to say, okay, this is how it's going to look. Because typically, how do we sell properties today? Usually, you invite a client to your office, right? After you've identified that this person is interested in buying one of your properties, then you provide a listing of everything that you have. Then you start the negotiation. Then, when the negotiation is right, or you feel the customer is interested, you will decide to take the person to the site. Most times, the site you are taking the customers to are beer land, or probably carcass or shell. And the customer needs to know before they make the decision that, okay, this is how the house is going to look or the property is going to look when it's ready, even by the time they move inside. So if you adopt virtual reality as a technology for your marketing and also to display what you have in mind for your clients, it makes it easier for your marketers to sell faster and also for the customers, your clients, your potential clients, to make a quicker decision. Apart from people in real estate, you have construction engineers that what they do is that they use, in order to increase the accuracy of the projects, they use specialized cameras like Oculus or virtual cameras or drones to take real-time images and videos of what is going on site while they are far away from where the activity is actually happening. And they can make a decision at that point to say, the engineers on site, this doesn't fit to what we initially planned. You know, people in the offices, the administrators, can influence decisions that are going on site. So before now, it used to be something that will happen in a matter of days. Like, okay, the activity has already been performed. It's when the project coordinator goes to site many days after that is going to spot the mistakes, and then they will start the correction procedure. But with virtual reality and technology being put into good use, you can make real-time action. It improves your accuracy. It also helps you to limit the number of errors that will be made and the number of corrections that will be made after the project is ready. Also, I would like to also talk about architectural visualization, whereby big estates, real estates today, when they have their projects completed. Usually what they do is to leave one of the apartments. They invest heavily in one of the apartments in the main estate to raise an architectural model so as to give the customers that will be working in how their kitchen is going to look, how their sitting room is going to look, and other spaces. There are two problems associated with that. One, the customer that is coming, people have different tastes, right? So the customer that will be coming may not, maybe he's a modern kind of customer, wants a modern feel of apartment he or she is buying. You don't know how to tell that. Then the second thing is that it requires heavy investment on the part of the construction companies to build a live kitchen that they will not use at the end of the day, to design a sitting room and all that. So why don't you cut down on the investment you're going to make by investing in virtual reality so as to give the customers the same experience that they would have gotten after you've invested heavily in putting down a full-scale model. And the good thing about virtual reality is that while the person has the devices on their head, they could make some architectural changes right there on the interior or the exterior. So the staging becomes very easy, becomes very fast, and all that. So there are lots of companies that it's in its early stage everywhere in the world, and I'm not here to pitch people into investing right now into virtual reality or AI or Internet of Things. But my discussion is centered upon trying to convince people that are future thinking that, okay, this is something they can actually try to start thinking about, to incorporate into their process. We're also familiar with Internet of Things, whereby you have wearables to monitor people's heart rates. The last speaker talked about safety. You know, companies around the world are very mindful about security of people that work on site for them, whether it's their contractors or full staff, because at the end of the day, if any accident happens, you have to pay insurance on stuff like that. So you can also think of distributing to your staff wearable gadgets that monitors their heart rate, that tells them, okay, a truck is coming while they are driving on site, and stuff like that, so as to reduce the number of accidents. It also tells you, it also helps you to improve the performance of the staff, because if you are monitoring the vital metrics on people that are working for you, you'll be able to tell for sure that this person is working optimally, this person is not working optimally, and these are the reasons why they are not performing to what you expect. Unfortunately, I'm not able to display the slides. I would have been able to show you practically companies that have imbibed this kind of culture into their processes. But I hope I've tried, and you just have to judge me fairly. I wasn't prepared to make this presentation without the slides. Hope you enjoyed it. I'll be available to answer any questions if you have any. Thank you very much for listening.